EarlyEd's Cubby House Toy Library has been operating for 40 years, and I think we're still here because we're still really relevant to the community. We've adapted over time, but the reality is play is essential to every child, and toys make play better. The big focus on reducing waste has really made the toy libraries even more valuable for our communities now, because we buy things for our kids that we don't really use more than once, and so to not have to do that means that communities can share resources and reduce waste.
We have a program whereby our volunteers come in and they help in the toy library, which makes it really worthwhile for everybody. The volunteers get a lot of satisfaction out of it, but it's really helping the EarlyEd keep fees down and makes life much more viable for the families if there is a volunteer around, because they can be playing with the children or organising the baby while the mum is able to select the toys if that's necessary.
Currently we're servicing about 80 families of the local area come to borrow. What they often say to me is the things that they like about it is that they don't have to spend a lot of money on toys for their children. Their membership is probably the equivalent of buying 2 toys for their children. So they can borrow 4 toys at a time for up to a month. So they can also try the toys with their children to see whether they like it and whether it's worth investing in a toy that they're finding is really successful with their child. We currently have about 1,500 toys in our collection, plus about 500 children's books.
Well, I'm a grandmother of 3 grandsons. They're all born in the last 3 years. One comes over once a year from France, and the other 2 live very close to me. The 2 in Sydney are in a unit, as am I, and so space is a big problem. And the way we survive in units is by decluttering and having minimalist living. But that's why the toy library is so wonderful, because we can bring things in and then return them. Like if we were having to buy them all the time, well, we'd end up with living in a mountain of toys.